Hey everyone. Okay, so I'm gonna do the continuing cocktail questions. Okay, so I believe I was on 29. My bird bites and won't come out of the cage. What should I do? If your bird bites and it doesn't come out of the cage, it's very easy to tame it. The steps are um I'm just gonna use my cocktail. Say Chella, that's Chella, um bites and she doesn't like coming out of the cage. What I would do is every time I come over to her cage and I would sing to her and talk to her, and that would just get her motivated and thinking like, oh, this person isn't gonna hurt me or anything. And then the next step I would do is put my hand at the bottom of her cage. And what they'll do is they'll look at you kind of strange, like, what are you doing? So you just want to keep your hand in the cage, and they won't come and bite you. Trust me, it just doesn't work like that. And then the next time you grab, if you guys know what millet spray is, I have it for my other bird. Millet spray is like candy to them. It's really good. And you'll be holding that the next time you place it in the cage, and then she'll come down and she'll see it and she'll be kind of cautious, and then she'll be like that close to your hand. So you just repeat those steps until your bird's very comfortable with you. Why does my bird hate me, scream, and act so afraid of me? Um, your bird obviously doesn't hate you. It's probably just scared because it's in a new environment. Um, and it also depends um, when you brought it home too. It's probably screaming because that's what birds do. They'll normally scream. They'll go ah ah something like that. I don't know. My bird does it all the time. It's just a normal instinct. Um, it's probably afraid of you because it's still brand new. But if this has been going on for a long time, you might want to talk to a professional or just might be shy. How can I tame my bird? I just answered that question on the 29th. How can I teach my cockatiel to talk or sing? If you do have another bird, like me, I have Alexander Parakeet, and he knows tons of words, and he sings as well. So if you get a cockatiel, I'd recommend putting them beside, like the cages beside each other, so that what will happen is your other bird will start talking, and then your cockatiel will pick up what it's saying, and eventually learn what it's saying in the next like couple days. So it's pretty impressive. If you do not have another bird, what I do is just sing and talk to it, and just keep saying this one word for like a week or two, like want a cracker, and then it'll start saying that. So I would just go with one word one at a time, so it's not very confusing. What tricks can I teach my cockatiel? Well, my cockatiel doesn't know that many tricks because she's still pretty brand new, but I can see, there's probably tons of tricks out there. You just Google it. Should I feed my bird grit, and is it safe? I don't feed my bird grit. I've never heard of that. I'm not really positive if it is safe or not, so I haven't really heard of it, so I can't really answer that question. Help, I can't get my bird to eat vegetables. Um, it's probably not eating vegetables because it doesn't like that brand, or you should try different textures. If you're feeding it like warm vegetables, you should try cooling it down. If you're feeding it cold vegetables, you should try heating it up. Birds are kind of confusing sometimes. They'll like change their minds, kind of like people. What type of foods and vegetables can I give my cockatiel? Well, you can give it sweet potatoes, cooked sweet potatoes. You can give it varieties of meat. You can give it chicken, steak, and what was the other one? Oh, you can give it corn, colorful veggies, even healthy treats. And then there's one up here. Oh, well, I can't find it anymore. So yeah, you can just give those. And there's more about what kinds of food you can eat. Give your thing. Is chocolate really bad for my bird? Chocolate is bad for any animal. I do not recommend giving it to your cockatiel. It can kill your cockatiel. So I don't recommend it. How do I get my cockatiel to eat pellets? That's a very good question. You can mix pellets with like their favorite their favorite vegetables or their favorite fruits, and they'll get this, and you just mix it up, and they'll get the scent from the fruit onto the pellets, and they'll eat the pellets. If that doesn't work, there's many tips online that can help. Does my bird really need to be eating pellets? Yes, because it provides nutrition for them and growth too. So you want to consider pellets. You can get pellets and you can get the seed mix too. My new bird is on a seed diet. When should I change to pellets? You don't need to change to pellets. What you can do is mix them both together, or every other day, like say Monday you feed them seeds, Tuesday you feed them pellets, and so on. So just like that, so they get like a different variety. Should I put a mirror inside my cockatiel's cage? I think that's a really good idea. So yes, it provides mental stimulation because they see like themselves in the mirror, so they'll kind of like talk. They'll like play peekaboo with each other. That's what my bird does. He'll play peekaboo with each other, with himself without a mirror. We had a mirror for him, but he broke it. I'm not sure. So I think it's a really good idea, and it teaches them to talk too. So that's pretty good. How do I give my bird a bath, and do I really have to? A way you can give a bird a bath with my bird Chico, he just has like a silver bowl. I believe I did this question. I'm not sure. A silver bowl. I don't know if you can hear him. A silver bowl, and he just bathes in that. About a weekly bath each week, unless you have the bowl like I just said, and then they can bathe whenever they want. Because like they're really dusty birds, so when they preen themselves, dust flies everywhere. It's kind of gross. So, how often should I give my bird a bath? You should give your bird a bath weekly, unless it has the bowl, as I just said, so that it can wash itself whenever it wants. Do cockatiels get mites, lice, or fleas, and what should I do about it? I can't really answer that question because my cockatiel has never had mites, lice, or fleas before, and there's more info about that online, so you can go check that out. Why is my bird hissing, and what does it mean? My bird has never hissed at me, but it probably means it's just frightened. My bird is screaming, help, what should I do? That is nothing to be worried about. It's their normal instinct. If they're screaming, that just means they're like screaming. So it's just normal. My bird is making a grinding sound with its beak. What does that mean? That means there's probably like a little bit of food in there, so they're just cleaning it off. That, you don't have to worry about that. My bird does it all the time. And it's just cleaning the ends of its beak. It's really cool. My bird's feet get really warm and cold. What does that mean? It probably means it's in a drafty area, so you might want to move the cage, because if it's in that drafty area for long periods of time, it can cause what's it called? It can cause your bird to die. So um my bird keeps backing into a corner. Why is he doing this? Um it depends if you're approaching the cage or not. If you're approaching the cage and he's doing that, that obviously means he's frightened or scared. If he's just doing it for fun, I guess he's just playing around. Why does my bird fluff up its feathers then shake them out? That means they're preening themselves. That means they're shaking off like dust. Or if you ever see a dog, like if they're wet, they'll go like that. That means they're getting off all the extra dust and stuff. So that's fine. Why does my cockatiel lift one foot up in the air? I love this question. My bird, Shiko, does it all the time. And we're like, does he have like a broken foot or something? No. It's, let me check. My bird does it all the time, so it's quite funny actually. Cocktail, when a cockatiel feels, no wait, cockatiels, especially males, will do this when they feel threatened. It's a sign of aggression and means that they are upset and possibly getting ready to defend themselves by biting. So, my cockatiel hangs upside down like a bat. Is this normal? Yes, this means that they're content, feeling playful, and just enjoying life. It's also a way for birds to exercise their wings while inside of the cage. Sometimes cockatiels will block the entrance to their cage by hanging upside down. This is associated with their instincts to protect their cage and the nest. This is normal. Now I'm gonna go get one of Shiko's toys. I'll be right back. Okay. So I didn't bring one of his toys, but I guess he likes these. Now, if you get the playground, if you guys get the playgrounds, um, like those bird playgrounds, it comes with this. Sorry, it comes with these two bowls, and it's for food and water. And he kind of likes playing with it, I guess. Um, with the millet spray, this is the millet spray. Spray millet, whatever. Spray millet, and it's for cocktails, parakeets, canaries, and finches. Myra is an Alexander parakeet, so I guess that mixes in well. Okay, so next question. Let's go back to the beginning. Oh, I forget where I left off. Is it normal for a cockatiel to hang upside down like a bat? Yes, it just means they're content and they're just having a blast and they're happy. Why is my cockatiel shaking its head back and forth? That just means he's happy and he's just letting it go. Why is my bird sleeping on one foot with its head tucked under the wing? My bird has never done that, so let me check. Sorry, just let me, Oh, yes, this is exactly how all healthy, happy, and content birds sleep. The reason they do it is to conserve body heat. It's perfectly normal. Why does my cockatiel pick at its feet? Cockatiels like to groom themselves, so they will pick off pieces of food that are stuck and flakes of old dead skin. Check your bird's feet. If it's constantly picking at them, there may be a bruise, lesion, or something that's irritating the foot. Don't ever use abrasive purchase that claim to trim nails. They don't work and they all cause sores and lesions on your bird's feet. Did you ever hear of a cockatiel wagging its tails? Yes, it's a normal behavior for a cockatiel. It just means that they're at peace with themselves and they're enjoying life. Birds also show that they have a pleasant interest in something or someone by bristling, wagging their tails from side to side. Now, with the millet spray, let me see. It just looks like that. It's like candy to them. They love it. And with these cups, they quite enjoy them actually. They love them. Okay. Why is my bird tapping on the cage bars? It's because he's cleaning his beak. Can you tell me why my cockatiel moves the crest up and down? I don't know. Why is my bird sitting inside the food and water dish? Very young birds recently out of the nest will do this. It gives them a sense of security and them to feel like returning to the nest box. Older birds will do this when they get hormonal. In the absence of a nest box, birds they want to breed may use a food/water dish instead. According to my avian vet, it is very difficult to tell the age of a bird visually. We can't use a lot of the clues we use in mammals. The best we can do is give a broad range: age, juvenile, adult, or geriatric. My bird gets sick if I have a cold or a flu. Pet birds cannot catch a human cold, which is caused by a virus. However, according to my own avian vet and several other veterinarians whose patients have visited CC, yes, birds can get sick if you develop a secondary bacterial infection right after having a cold. Birds have 2,000 to 3,000 feathers on their bodies. Praying is how they keep their feathers clean, waterproof, and conditioned for skin protection. Why won't your bird playing with toys? Playing with toys is not an instinctive behavior for parrots. It's a behavior that stems from a parrot's natural curiosity and their need for beak activity and their need for mental stimulation. If your bird is not playing with the toys, it probably is not interested in the toy, or it's just not interested in playing at all. How can I travel safely by car or plane with my bird? Planning ahead will make traveling with your bird more enjoyable, safer, and less stressful. Bird can be transported in a small travel cage or inside of the regular cage with a few safety modifications. If you're going to transport your bird in a smaller travel cage, let your bird see the cage for a few weeks ahead of time. Put some millet seeds and toys inside and let him play near, on top of, and inside the carrier, so the environment is not a total shock to him the day you leave. Traveling by car 1 week before leaving, take him for few short drives on the block in his smaller carrier. This will make the long trip less stressful. 2. When driving, don't place the cage directly in front of the air conditioner vent or in the lines of wind from an open car window. Other tips when traveling when birds are to get wings trimmed in case of an accidental escape. Take a substantial amount of food, treats, and bottled water and keep them inside of the car, not the trunk. For fast and easy access, having pre-cut newspaper liners have already fit the carrier or cage will make changing papers easier. Purchase or make an avian first aid kit in case of broken blood feathers or other accidents. Lock the cage door with a few quick links to prevent it from opening. Wrap or 2 bungee cord tight fasteners around the entire small travel cage or 2 tightly secured top, bottom, and door. If you're taking your bird in his regular cage, either remove hanging toys, swings, or anything else that can move and hit your bird during a bumpy ride, or secure them with a plastic handcuff type grinder. Not twist ties that come with plastic bags which contain zinc and the toxic. So that's basically all the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed. So this was part 2. I will show my cockatiel in another video. Or not my... Did I say cockatiel at the beginning? Oh, I will show my cockatiel soon when I get it, but I won't be getting it till next month. So, yeah. Bye. Comment, rate, subscribe.